Okay, so experience. At this phase, we would be checking your past experience and past work. Okay.
One thing I just want to add, like you guys will get again like 50 to 30 second only. So if you are to say, please mention the point very clearly in short and try to understand from client perspective. They should understand what you are saying. So don't try to be fast and give more detail. Give good points so they can grab and get the attention which you want from them. Okay. So whichever person will want to start can raise the hand and like they can answer.
Yeah, if you have any previous experience related to this one, you can just raise your hand to share it with us.
Yeah. In this overall, what we want you to say, like, did you have worked in App Exchange, any app or any web portal? Like, did you have worked anything which is available free for public to use? Maybe you have worked for the client and that is available for free for public to use. So that is almost like a public domain. So if you have something like that, that is great and awesome. Or if not, then also if you have done something regarding or near about, you can explain that.
Akib, you can go.
Yeah, guys, so thank you. So it's like I have worked for the application that I've mentioned in my intro. The product name is 200 OK, which is an integration tool, but that is not free for a public use. So that's a completely a company property and rights. So the application is mainly see as a developer, we all know integration is the you can say a heart of uniting the different systems, right? So no system can exist independently. So we need some or the other tool. So like people in the real world, they mostly go with the Make. Previously, it was called as Integromat or the MuleSoft. So what the two of the example that I have taken that are not native to the Salesforce. So I worked in a project which develops similar kind of product for the integration. The tool is a no code tool where you can just create a configuration to integrate various system, and the main advantage is that the tool is a native tool. That means that it totally resides inside your Salesforce org. So this is the while developing this product, I really appreciate the effort of the architect and the company. They have really put a good idea onto that one, and that's all my experience when it comes to my work experience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Akib.
Anyone else want to say anything, contribute on it? Have done anything on App Exchange or any web portal which is like live, maybe private, maybe public?
No one raised a hand.
Okay, no issue. That's happened.
Okay.
Should I move to next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have any complicated or challenging experience, any challenging scenario happened previously with a client or something.
Yeah. So I request all the guys who has not spoken in the past question, those guys do participate, do share some of your experience, like anything you have, and don't worry, like something challenging for you, don't think it is not challenging for others. Everyone has their own positive and negative, so do share your thoughts so people can know you. Yeah. So who's
Okay, have Akib and Brady just share the hand.
I think so, Akib, you have spoken in the past in this question also, right?
Yeah.
So I think so, Akib, let's keep this for others. We got like you have worked in one of the good app, and we have some other questions for you. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Brady, you can go.
Yeah, yeah. So as I was mentioning the JS thing, which is a node-based library, so I worked on that. The client requirement was to uh, maintain multiple sandboxes connected. So there was a parent production org which has multiple sandboxes and which needs to be connected with via a chat-based bot. And for this we have implemented our AWS server as the uh, middleware, and in which we were just using this node based library and sharing data to this middleware, and then the middleware was passing all the data to the either the childs, or if the call is from child, then it the endpoint was the production. Or
Okay, thanks.
yeah.
Okay, Brady, thank you. Nirali, you have something to share?
Yes. So in one of my projects, the client had a requirement to bulk load the data on a regular basis to Salesforce from a third API. So I had created a batch class, written a batch class to create, make an integration of third API to Salesforce. But the major challenge that I faced in there was that firstly that they were sending bulk of data. Also, they were having multiple APIs. So to enter the details into Salesforce, I had to call multiple APIs from there. So I had to write two batch classes. So one would call the bulk data API, and the other batch would call for each of the records that the bulk API sent. So the second batch would call for that.
Okay, makes sense.
Thank you.
Kevu,
Abhishek or
yeah.
Kier, do you have any something to add? Just maybe like you had a previous project you failed in, or maybe you had something like a challenge, or maybe angry client.
Yeah, here you can
Any?
also share like if some situation happened where client has expected something that didn't came up and how you manage it.
Yeah.
Abhishek, you can also contribute in this. So Keyur and Abhishek, are you going to say, like, are you speaking, or should I move to next one?
Can you hear us?
So yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So talking about the complicated project, so I had one project like I was getting some files from other party, and I was at the same time I was also sending some emails with the attachments, and that attachment also was coming from the third party. So it was so much complicated. Like Salesforce has too much restrictions. Like you can do DMLs and call outs, sending files to get together. So there was some requirements like get some files, store in Salesforce, do some DMLs, and at the same time I want to send some emails with the attachments. So it was complicated. Like still it has some issues. I haven't fully completed yet. So that's the complicated part I face.
Thanks for contributing.
Okay.
I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah, please.
Guys, just want to let you know, like we have completed the 2 segment. Okay. Brehan will definitely give you more detail of the next 2 segment, but try to participate because the next 2 segments are going to be more easy, and like it's that the core motive is not only to check how good you are, but the core motive is how you good communicate, how you manage the things, and how the whole scenarios are. Because you are working for an outsourced client, so it's like a complete package. So,
Exactly. And I just wanted to make sure that Abhishek like is hearing us. Can you hear us?
Yes.